Peace and love, y'all. It's your boy Motai Madi, aka The Light. Welcome to Motai Madi TV. Happy Thursday. Capricorn is one of your days, so this reading is for Capricorn, baby. I'm feeling inspired to do Capricorn. Go check out the May Capricorn reading on Motai Madi TV. This the June, baby. I'm feeling excited. All praise to the Most High God. Spirit guides, angels of the white light. All praise to the Most High God. Spirit guides, angels of the white light. None better than the Most High God. All praise to the Most High God. Spirit guides, angels of the white light. Ascended masters. All praise to the Most High God. Archangels. Come on in. All praise to the Most High God. None better than the Most High God. Accurate information from the heavens above. All praise to the Most High God. Let's get it. Let's get it, Capricorn. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Motai Madi TV. Look out, I just had some, I won't even say that because it sounds a little crazy, but let's say I had some ailments stuck in my throat. I'm on my Dr. Sabi diet, baby. No animal, nothing, I don't eat nothing from an animal, baby. I'm feeling good, baby. Looking good, baby. And I'm able to manifest fast. I just hit the lotto like twice. And the same with the next day, before that, it's been the other, I think of mine. What's this one? What's this one? Yeah. Go check the. Oh yeah. I got it in. I ain't. Go check this date. Go check June 7th. Go check June 7th. Y'all see that number? That number hit like 3 times. Straight box. See where you playing when you get the whole bag from it. But for instance, if you play an 8-4-6, you feel like that's gonna come out in the pick 3. 8-4-6, 4-8-6, 6-8-4. Mix it up so when it hit, and play the fireball. So when it hit, you hit the whole rack. You get the whole rack. And if you really could do it big and you really manifest like that, play it a bunch of times. But you don't this is just entertainment, right? All right. So I already pulled the cards for Capricorn, right? And let's see what we got, baby. Because we already in the energy, baby. Okay. We got the Chief of Vessels. Let's get into it. I use 2 different decks and one of the deck of over 3 different decks for messages and a deck of my own that I made. You know what I mean? So let's put it together. All right. All praise to the Most High God. Let's get it. All right. Chief of Vessels, right? So the Native American tarot deck, they use different, names. So Chief of Vessels, right? That's the King of Cups, right? That's a lot of love, right? That's a lot of love. That's a lot of love. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but that's a lot of love. And under that is happy family. So it's look like a lot of love and happy feelings and happy family, and you might be building a happy family. But I'm just looking. Hold on. Then we got the Maiden of Pipes and the Council Chief. Then we got the Shaman and Honor. Then we got the Maiden of Vessels and the Journey. Then you got Hostine Coyote and the Horse Thief. Somebody could have stole something. Warrior of Vessels and the Harvest. Looking good, baby. Happy family, the Harvest. Somebody could have stole something. You know what I mean? Then we got the giveaway dance at the bottom of the deck. You know what I mean? That's in the Native American tarot deck. So let's see what they got. Now, by the way, they tell stories. I could imagine smoking weed with the Native Americans, smoking weed with them back in the day, and realizing that these motherfuckers look just like me. Like, y'all motherfuckers look just like me. This is me. Go look it up. Let's get into it. Chief of Vessels. Y'all know I'm woke. Always try to drop little jewels now and then, but let's get into Capricorn collective as a whole, baby, because it's looking good. A lot of love, happy family, baby. So it's looking good on the love and the family, baby. Let's see. And I'm a Capricorn sun, by the way. But let's see. Let's see what we got. See what we got. Chief of Vessels. Chief of Vessels is the King of Cups, right? But they tell those stories. So I like to tell the stories, you know. Because it be little messages, it be telling on what people be doing in the little stories too. They be doing them now. That's why I read them like, oh shit. I'm telling you, man. Nothing better than being tapped into the most I got. Chief of Vessels. If you don't believe in God, now you know. Because you see me. Where's he getting his information from? Where's he getting his messages from? All right, let's see what we got. Sequoia, whose white name was George Guess. Yo, somebody y'all know that's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio got that in their chart. Or could be a masculine figure. Y'all might know a motherfucker named George. Y'all know somebody named George? Or they might wear Guess jeans, but I'm gonna stop. Or somebody named Sequoia, but let's get into it. Sequoia, whose white name was George Guess, was reportedly the son of the scout and soldier. The son, right, of the scout and soldier. So you could be the son of a scout and soldier, but let's see, because this is a story. Nathaniel Guess, you can know somebody named Nathaniel, or go to the last name Guess. Nathaniel Guess, and a full-blooded Cherokee woman, is not known exactly when he was born, but he was old enough, according to Army records, to have fought in the Creek War of 1812. Look up the Creek War of 1812, Capricorn. And accompanied Cherokee volunteers under Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was the president. Later, Andrew Jackson, as president, ordered the removal of all Cherokees from their homeland. So, Andrew Jackson, the president of America, ordered the removal of all Cherokees from their homeland, making the infamous Trail of Tears. Yo, this came up in the last Capricorn reading, if I ain't tripping. Sequoia is the only man known to have invented a complete alphabet. What? A complete alphabet. Somebody could work with kids. You know what I mean? Teaching kids alphabets. But complete alphabet without being able to read or write in any language. All right? He became a great advisor to the Eastern Cherokee nation, and as he was shrewd and fair, his influence settled an almost devastating dispute between the Eastern and Western Cherokee, right? His successful attribution, right? So Capricorn, right? He might have been a Capricorn. His successful attribution was due to his recognition of the importance of what? The rights of others. So Capricorn, you know we care about the rights of others, right? Especially our family. So you could be worried about like your family or their rights or like them being violated or not treated fair. Or you could be untreated fair by your family, but you could be building a happy family. I don't know. You put it together, Capricorn. I'm just going with the flow. All right? And he was shrewd and fair. Influence settled an almost devastating dispute between the Eastern and Western Cherokee. His successful attribution was due to his recognition of the importance of the rights of others. The chief of vessels shows Sequoia in the bow of a canoe. Might be traveling in a canoe soon. I don't know, might be taking a trip. Traversing a tree-lined river. What river? A hawk hovers above while a brave, dressed in traditional woodlands manner. Look out for a hawk, or you might see a hawk. A hawk could have flew over you. Look up, if a hawk hover over you, look up and see what it means. All right? Dressed in traditional woodlands manner. Paddles in the stern and scans of the shore. Sequoia is also dressed traditionally, right? So you could have a traditional job, you could dress traditionally, right? But in a Cherokee manner, with the scarf wrapped around his head, a medal from the U.S. government hangs around his neck. What? With the scarf wrapped around his head, a medal from the U.S. government hangs around his neck. So some of Capricorns could work for the government or be getting a medal from the U.S. government or have something to do with the government or something hanging around your neck. The chief of vessel is subtle, not openly violent and crafty. He is an artist in every way and vehemently secret, calm, and approachable. On the surface, underneath, he hides an intense passion. He may appear to be moved by external influences, but in reality, he only uses them to further his own ends. He is actually ruthless and completely without conscience. in the usual sense. Power, wisdom, and his own secret design are his passions. He finds it impossible to work in harness. Wow. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn towards a Virgo. I mean, not a Capricorn towards a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in a family situation, or have that in your chart somewhere, or just be in that energy, and it's like somebody hard to work with. Somebody hard to work with. You be trying to work, and it's like they impossible to work with. Calm and approachable. Right? What are you talking about? He is actually ruthless and completely without conscience in the use of sense. Power, wisdom, and his own secret designs are his passions. He finds it impossible to work in harness. Goodwill, sincerity, and proper synthesis of individual and social consciousness are the essentials of success to him. The danger in all engulfing ambition, right? And reverse all above qualities of the bad. But this really not. This could be like the. Let's see what that. Let's put that together with the happy family. Because I ain't really like how that sounds. So you could be dealing with somebody that's ruthless. It could be a water sign. Don't gotta be. But they could be a powerful figure. It could be, you know what I mean? It could be a masculine. You know what I mean? And yeah, they really can't be trusted. Or, you know, let's see, we got happy family under that. Number 10 could mean something to you. With the number 1, 10, happy family. Let's see what we got. We getting close. Hold on. Hold on, we there. We getting there. Let's put it together. Happy family. I'm gonna give y'all the story, all right? Native Americans believe that an unhappy home could cause illness and all right. If you're dealing with a parenting situation and a family situation, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it don't gotta be. You know what I mean? But this person is in a masculine energy, whether it's a woman or a man. You know what I mean? It ain't good because happy family is under that. And listen to this. Native Americans believe that an unhappy home, so for an unhappy home, could cause illness in children. So a kid, or your kid, or a kid, or you could be working with sick kids, or a kid could be sick because their home is unhappy, right? And that the spirits would take the blessing of children away from ungrateful parents. What? Let's read that back. Native Americans believe that the unhappy home could cause illness in children, right? So, I don't know if your kid could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be dealing with an illness. And you don't deal with the parent like that. I don't know. You put it together. Cause illness in children that the spirits, and it could be around some evil spirited people. And, you know, spiritual demons. Demons pass on to the demons. You know what I mean? That's why you got to be careful who you raising your kids around. Uh, would take on the blessings of children away from ungrateful parents. Infants were treated with as much respect as adult members of the tribe, for it was believed that all beings have a spirit that must be respected. So you can have an infant. Hopefully somebody is respecting your infant. Hopefully ain't nobody disrespecting your infant. That could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But let's see what we got. Um, let's see what we got. Um, okay. All spirit must be respected. To hit a child was considered a terrible thing. So somebody could be a child abuse. Somebody could be hitting a child. Capricorn. Somebody could be hitting a child. Um, Speak, Lord. Um, A baby was kept, and a baby at that, a baby was kept comfortable and secure in a cradle board until it was ready to walk from birth until age 6. A child stayed with its mother from age 6 to puberty. Boys ran in packs and girls began to play with their older sisters and aunts. So older sister and the aunt could have something to do with it. And a baby girl or girl, boys could be running in packs. At puberty, a father took over his son's education. At puberty, oh, so Capricorn, if you're a father, you could be getting your son around puberty age, right? Let's see. Um, Over his son's education, and an older female relative took over a daughter's native. An older female relative could, if you had a daughter and something wrong with the mother, older female relative could have your daughter. Um, um, Native Americans would consider adults at marriage. Happy Family shows a father lounging beside his lodge. You can have a lodge, or be going to a lodge, proudly watching a papoose, an infant, in front of another lodge, showing her daughter, right? So somebody could be showing their daughter how to make a doll or giving their daughter a doll. In the background is a tree representing nature and the life and harmony. The essence of the happy family is first things first. The best that parents can do for their children is love each other. So that's a message, Capricorn. The best that parents can do for their children is to love each other. Take care of home first, the rest will follow. The best that parents could do for their children is to love each other. Take care of home first, and the rest will follow. You know? And in reverse, there may be unhappiness and loneliness and despair in the home. So, gotta take it as need to be, right? Let's see what the Maid of the Pipe's talking about. Maid of the Pipe, that's fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Carry that in your chart, be dealing with one. Female, could be heavy, busty, could have ponytails in her hair. Could be red bone. Might be Indian or another race. Right. Uh, don't have to be though. But I'm seeing like a heavy set woman with with a robe on, two ponytails, and a stick in her hand, right? So let's see what we got. Definitely a woman though, I'm seeing though. And a man at the bottom. Right, hold on. Now I don't mean nothing crazy. That sounds crazy. A woman and a man at the bottom. Alright. Let's get a Navajo maiden, such as a maiden of pipes, display her unmarried virginal status. Somebody could be unmarried by wearing her hair and a traditional butterfly swirl. Somebody could wear their hair in a butterfly swirl. Or in a squash blossom headdress, somebody could use like, I don't know, like a natural squash to do something with their hair. This was loosened only on her wedding day. Somebody could get married. And the hair was then shampooed by her mother-in-law. So something about hair and the mother-in-law, right? And the mother-in-law. To live in Pablo was to live with a ceremony and taboo. Somebody could be in the ceremonies. Navajo maids, for example, could do their daily chores during menses. But the menstrual discharge, somebody could be doing something with period blood, itself was taboo and avoided by men. And, avoided by men so somebody don't have sex when a woman is on a menstrual cycle. Or somebody could be doing something when they menstruate. Great care was taken not to see it, touch it, or even eat it. Ooh, somebody could be putting menstrual blood in food or some shit. As it was considered extremely dangerous, it was believed that contact with it could cause one to become hunchback and that a woman could deliberately cripple someone by putting in her cooking. So, Capricorn, Somebody could have did this to you, or you doing this, or somebody put some menstrual blood and somebody cooking and cripple them or some shit. Uh, damn, that shit was, yeah. Niggas is nasty. Um, yeah, I know what y'all saying. Yeah, yuck. Okay. Uh, cripple someone by putting it in her cooking. A menstruating woman was thought to possess the ability to make a man pregnant merely by stepping over him. All right, that sounds crazy. The man in the pipe shows a Navajo maid with the appropriate. Somebody could be pregnant though. Somebody could be stepping over their ass when they pregnant, or lifting their feet up, or kicking them or some shit. Uh, the man in the pipes. Every single Sagittarius energy. Man in the pipe shows a Navajo maid with the appropriate hairstyle. Somebody could be a maid or work for a cleaning service with appropriate hairstyle, carrying her father's ceremony pipe and his container of sacred tobacco. Somebody could smoke too. On her way to deliver these to him, somebody could have delivered something to their father or will. On her way to deliver these to him, she crosses in front of a ladder and cooking fire outside her poplar or bowl. The maid of pipes is extremely individualistic. Essentially, she creates her own beauty, right? So you create your own beauty, you could work in the beauty industry, or rather by her energy and strength, right? So you got a lot of energy and strength of character. She forces the impression of beauty and the beholder. She is certain, violent, and implacable. Whether in anger or in love, she is all consuming. So she all in whichever way she gotta go. Ambitious, right? Or this could be you, Capricorn, inspiring and enthusiastic to the point of irrational and injury. It's never forgotten. So, Capricorns, we don't really never forget shit. And her only patience is the vengeful ambush. Or you could be dealing with a fire sign that's vengeful towards you. You know what I mean? Then you got the council chief, number four. Number four could mean something to you. All right, among the Native Americans were chiefs with different levels of importance. They headed small bands, families, or villages. The few tribes entrusted their leadership to one chief. There were some noted exceptions, but most tribes were governed communally and democratically, so this could have something to do with the government or some Democrats. Chiefs could set up rules for hunts and battles, but the warrior societies actually carry out these ventures. Who? What? Chiefs could set up rules for hunts and battles, but the warrior societies actually carried out these ventures. In the tribe hierarchy, it was not uncommon to find that the society's power was greater than the chiefs. The society's power was greater than the chiefs, and the tribal council's power was greater than the society. The what? The tribal council's power was greater than the society. Also, each council had its own chief. All tribal business was settled. We'd be dealing with business by council meetings. You'll be having a meeting soon. The council chief had to be as high-minded, hopefully she high-minded, as the altitude at which he is depicted on the card. Could be a male, or she could be in a masculine figure, or just be a boss. The council chief combines energy in its most material form, so she could control the money, and form with the concept of authority, authoritative. He holds the eagle feathers, a symbol of his rank. Something that has something to do with an eagle on a symbol with some eagle feathers. And behind him rise lofty Rockies, a mountain sheep poses on a ledge. It could be in the hunting. The chief wears ceremony headdress, 3 medallions, got jewelry, medallions, a chief blanket draped nonchalantly over his shoulders. Okay? The power of council chief is the generalization of paternal power, swift creative energy, is the intuition of all being. Okay? The spermatozoa of creation. This spermatozoa might be having a baby. The quality of this energy, however, it is impermanent, certain, violent, and too long and persistent. It burns and destroys. His authority is derived from creative wisdom and is exerted upon the community. So his authority is derived from creative wisdom, right, and exerted upon the community. So you could be a speaker, or you could be an artist, and you share your gifts, right, upon the community. You know what I mean? You might speak how you feel. You know what I mean? You might be nicely dressed. You might got some silky hair, some silky black hair. You know what I mean? Or dealing with somebody. You know. Then we got the shaman, number 5. Shaman number 5. Let's get it. training as a shaman or medicine man. So somebody could be sick or in the herbs, or a doctor training, or somebody training as a shaman usually begins very early. The selector of a trainee was invariable based on their ability. Though family selection played a role, signs of devotion, wisdom, and honesty were very important. See that, family and honesty and wisdom were very important. So maybe that's not, a problem. But the shaman was entrusted with all secrets, rituals, habits, and legends. He was always the leader at the leader's side, attending ceremonies and critical meetings. In war, the shaman did not go as a warrior, but as an interpreter. You know what I mean? What would I be? I should be a goddamn interpreter, right? Of omens and battlefield doctor. The shaman had to be both an herbalist, right? That's what I'm practicing to be, Dr. Sabi in the house. You know what I mean? And a showman. I perform, I know you, I'm talking Capricorn. He might very well perform. Y'all can't make this shit up. A dance around a seriously ill patient. I sing the ill patient. Also, though, his chief duty, based on spirit-given power, was to cure the sick. So, Capricorn, you could cure the sick. You could be working with sick people, but you could cure, some of y'all could cure the sick. Other abilities were often claimed, such as causing or averting rain. Some of y'all, could avert rain. And he performed various tricks to prove such skills. Primarily, he gained his tribal standards as a healer. So Capricorn, some of y'all healers. The shaman wears bells, furs, and horn headdress. All paraphernalia you can smoke weed. It's legal, right? To assist in healing. And his folded arms and a special pipe with the symbolic blade to cut down evil spirits. Symbolic blade to cut down evil spirits. So, sage, whatever you're using to cut down evil spirits. 2 children flank him, and the lodges behind him are, you got 2 children. I know I do. Or Behind him, Buffalo and the Sun. Could be dealing with a Taurus and a Leo. Buffalo, somebody could be in Buffalo and the Sun. Sacred symbols of the buffalo or had that as a symbol or something. The moon, symbol of the shaman's usual ceremony time, hangs, right? The moon, right? When the moon, that's when they normally do their ceremonies. Hangs crescent in the sky. Something about the crescent moon. The shaman represents life silhouetted against a background. Could be an artist, painter, of scribbling fantastic forms of magic. For example, the payout ceremony, such life can be rough, harsh. Capricorn, we got Saturn right there. Life can be rough, harsh, dark, even blind. Its power has been called divinely unscrupulous, but the card in heavenly formulates the appreciation, right, of all things. So, a lot of us, we appreciate all forms of life. Black, white, dogs, ants, I'm on my vegan shit. I'm even respecting the animals now, all right? Rejoicing in the rugged and bearing equally with the smooth. And further, I'm still gangster though, you know what I mean? Further, all things are equally exalted, equal. We're talking about balance, right? With that shaman, with that God energy, right? With that spirit energy, right? And that number 5. Number 5 is normally about confrontations and arguments, but that shaman energy is there, and you got honor, so you honorable, right? Number 5, number 4 can mean something to you, and number 9 can mean something to you. Honor, that's what we're talking about. Honor number 4, Capricorn, right? Honor number 4. Let's get it. We're gonna put it together. And it always come together. All praises to the Most High God for that. Yes. Okay, Honor, I gotta give y'all the story. A heavy toll in health and often lives, or heavy toll in health, a lot of people dying. A lot of people just died. We just went through a pandemic. A heavy toll in health and often lives was extracted from those who chose to live in the North American wilderness. Some could be coming to the North American wilderness. Hopefully not. For example, hardy mountain men roam the Rockies in search of beaver, whose pelts were primarily used for the stylish hats of Eastern gentlemen. Somebody could be from the East. Trappers, somebody could be trapping, were exposed to hunger. Thirst, somebody could be hungry. Trappers were exposed or fasting. Thirst, heat, snow, and native attacks. Somebody, somebody could be getting attacked. The stories of their survival and sudden death, somebody could have a sudden death, mingle fact and fantasy. Sometimes the facts were so incredible that they were immediately elevated to the level of a legend. Capricorn, you already elevated. Some of y'all already elevated to a legend. You have been through life and death situations in front of people. You know what I mean? I know I have. Let's get it. And if this ain't the third, this ain't this round in the spirit realm rocking with you. So it's already a matter of time. But let's see what we got. Uh, Sudden deaths might mingle fact and fantasy. Sometimes the facts were so incredible that they were immediately elevated to the level of a legend. A mountain man's horse traps pelts and supplies with tempting loot for the red man and was his white scalp. When an Injun approached his camp, the mountain man got ready for the trouble because the reason for such a visit was the best uncertain. So, Capricorn, we always on standby. You can't just walk up on us like that. If a white man would survive at all, he did so at the cost of many natives' lives. But the Native American, the greater the warrior, right? The greater the warrior, the higher was their respect for him. It was just feasible for a tribal to be honored by his enemies with the passing of the pipe, as your enemy's gonna honor you, was for him to be attacked. Honor shows a mountain man seated with four braves. It could be 4 or 5 people plotting. Then I just say number 4 can mean something to you, and then number 4, and I say number 5 can mean something to you. Number 5 right on top of that. You got 4 or 5 people plotting, sitting around plotting, or let's see what they talking about. Mountain man. Let's see. Brave someone you pipe talk. White man talk with his. Hold on. Honor shows a mountain man seated with 4 braves at the foot of a mountain pass. Somebody can live by mountains. One brave holds a ceremony pipe in case there ain't smoke on his lap, while the white man talks with his voice and hands. This is not a war party. None of the Native Americans are wearing war paint, and the attitude of the group is one of camaraderie. So somebody might want to work with you. The essence of honor and success attracted. So success, right? Right? Success. Right with the shaman, success in the spiritual realm too. 9 is celebration. So you're going to be celebrating the essence of honor and success attracted by foresight and humility. So you was humble, right? And you use your intuition inherent, right? Is the climax of negotiations. So somebody you could be in a negotiation soon. Successfully brought to a gainful conclusion. So it's going to be gainful. Let's get it. Let's see what's next. That sounded good. Made in vessel. See, we getting somewhere, right? Stick with your boy. Stick with your boy. 32:27 on the clock right now. We getting there. A couple more cards. Made in vessels. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Made of vessels. Let's see what we got. Okay, hold on.